to share this with you guys. Um, like I don't know if this is from anxiety or from I don't know what it is exactly, but I've lately been getting this. Well, firstly, it's very difficult for me to gather my thoughts before speaking. There's something that I want to say, but then I can't quite organize them. I can't quite organize the ideas in order to efficiently translate and confirm my thoughts into sentences and then as whole ideas. I went I went somewhere today, and when I did, where there were a lot of people, I went somewhere where there were a lot of people, and it was. See, I don't know how to affect I don't know how to say it. I wouldn't say that the entire experience was necessarily bad. It obviously wasn't good. It was not good. But that doesn't mean that it was bad. It was difficult. Driving was difficult. I think something is wrong with me, but I can't. But I don't know if I can't. If I don't know if I can warrant the problem enough to see a medical professional. There isn't like a distinct disconnect with what I'm perceiving, what I'm observing, what I'm feeling. I still feel pain. I still feel difficulty. Um, I still feel patience, and I still feel joy. I still feel something when something evokes in me, and I swear it's not me trying to evoke something in my. It just comes to me. If I pinch myself, it's gonna hurt. Something like that, instantaneous. It happens, and then I notice myself feeling it. So I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's not depression, right? Because I still take care of myself. I still I maintain a good hygiene. I eat. Um, but when I went to meet to see a lot of people today, something was weird. Something was like I was getting it could have been because of my jacket, but I was getting a lot of cold sweats. I was getting a lot of unwanted thoughts. Um, Holy shit, guys! I don't know. Something's really off. Something feels off. Hopefully, um, So when going back to what I was talking about with disconnect, feeling of disconnection, when I eat, I still taste it, right? Like I know that I'm eating something. I know that let's say I'm eating burgers and fries with carbonated beverage. I know that I'm eating something good, tastes good, salty, fat, um, sweet. But then it feels like it's not exciting anymore, or it's not really connecting anymore. It's so strange. Like if you do something that you're supposed to be enjoying, like you're not like it doesn't feel like I'm enjoying that particular activity. Like I'm not actively saying that, oh my god, this is no good, or I don't like this. But the connection is not entirely there. It's like you hear the music, but then the volume itself isn't loud enough, but it's not very low at the same time too. Does that make sense? No, that's not it. No, no. You can no, okay. You can control the volume. No. I'm talking about when you listen to music, it feels like there's a filter. It feels like there's a filter. And even no matter how much you raise the volume, you try to tweak away with a little thing, no matter how much you try to tweak the positioning or the volume, or no matter how hard you try to do other things like use an equalizer or etc. There's a filter that you realize that there's an issue because you don't feel it entirely like how you're supposed to kind of like how you're used to it. Like let's say you enjoy eating something, you enjoy eating a certain type of food. It always brought you some sort of joy, always, no matter how many times, let's say that, unless you're eating it like every day for a month, something like that. Every time you would, every time you would eat the food, um, you would feel something. Let's say you eat it once a week, it would bring you great joy. Like, oh yeah, that tastes good. Um, but it's not like crazy delicious, but it's just a delightful treat. Now, let's say the same feeling kind of dissipates, um, even after even when you're hungry and you're supposed to be enjoying it, and it doesn't click anymore for some reason. You still taste everything. Nothing's wrong with your taste buds. Nothing's wrong with your nose. Your nose is not clogged. You have no bodily issues. Your teeth work well. Your throat, you have no problem swallowing food. You have nothing, no issues, no bodily issues that you are currently aware of that should interfere with the overall taste. Your moods are okay, right? There's nothing significant in your life that has changed that you can place a blame on it. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say about the food, about the taste of food. So now you recognize the change and you feel a little strange. Well, that may stem from fear, but you feel strange. You feel, hey, I'm supposed to be enjoying this. Why am I not enjoying it? I'm supposed to I'm supposed to like this. Why am I not liking it? You know? Now that's not a problem in my opinion if it's related to something that's um food. maybe it's just that food. So you try other things that you used to enjoy, and they all taste the same, but then they all don't register. They all feel a little bit disconnected. Something is disconnected inside your brain, or you're not entirely sure what it is. Your tongue is working perfectly because it tastes as it should. Literally, it tastes as it should. You're not cooking it wrong, or you're not getting the bad batch from a restaurant. In fact, it's excellent. It's great. The portions are great, but there's something that's just ineffable. You can't put it into words. You can't describe it. Now, now that's for things that you that's for foods that's for food that you used to enjoy. But now let's say it's different for everyday occurrence, everyday things that shouldn't be a problem in your life, like things that never became or never was a problem in your life, like walking around, let's say a train station, or ordering food, or talking to some stranger. Nothing, you rarely have any problems with that, but then for some unknown reason, you found yourself not feeling great. You found yourself being slowly overwhelmed with this sense of dread. I don't know. Damn, guys, this is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not feeling very good. I'm really not feeling great. Um, I'm really not feeling great. I feel bad actually. Not bad enough to stop the video or anything like that, but it's pretty bad. Holy crap. I think right now it's probably the worst time to get addicted to something. It's definitely the worst time to get addicted to something that could contribute negatively in my life. Yeah, this is a moment where I have to find joy in things um, that I have no issues doing 10 years, 20 years down the line. Yeah, I felt so anxious. I felt so anxious today driving. There was something about it, even though it was a road that I was familiar. Well, actually, I took a different road today, and that was no good. It didn't feel great. I kept getting so anxious. I was like, but what if this happens or what if that happens? Do you guys also get anxious when when you're driving and you're the you're the front of the line? Like you're actually not the front of the line. You're the first person. What do you call that? In like in a lane, you're like the first driver in a lane, and there is only with that lane that goes for a certain amount of time, and there's a speed limit, let's say for 40 miles. Um, but then the road, oh excuse me, 30 miles. But then the road you can easily do 40 miles, and a lot of people actually do at least 35 miles in that road. And you know that you're holding up the line behind you, so you feel very anxious. But at the same time, you're adamant that you're not gonna speed it up because you're risking yourself, the safety, and you're risking your health. But then you feel bad that you may be wasting time, or you may be, prolonging something for other people behind you, that people that you don't know. So it's very unwanted and very unnecessary thoughts, right? And then so you constantly have to you try to keep your eyes on the road, but you can't because you're so anxious. So you kind of take a look in the rear mirror, um, but then you try not to do that because you have poor eyesight. So when you try to focus on something, it takes you a second or two to register, and that 1 2 seconds can be very dead, can be fatal. I almost got into an accident today, actually, when I was coming back. Um, and this is a really bad habit that I need to stop doing. I would often look on the side of the road when I'm supposed to enter a lane. Um, so not not when you're okay. Excuse me, not enter a lane, but merge into a road. I usually don't press the brake. I kind of just let it be for a little bit because I'm gonna merge in the road in like 2 seconds. I'm just only checking if there are cars coming in, and then the reason why I say this is because there could be a car in front of me, and it's so strange. Even though I'm sure that there is no car in front of me, actually, forget what I said. I don't know why I even brought that up. Oh God, my neck is hurting. My back is hurting. Sometimes I wonder why the fuck I'm doing this shit. Holy crap. Just fucking read the book on your bed or something. Why the fuck am I recording a video of this fucking bullshit? I've learned that it's completely okay to get frustrated on circumstances beyond your control. But you need to recognize that you're frustrated, and you need to recognize that you gotta grab your sanity back, because just now I got super frustrated. I got super frustrated. Oh man. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for swearing, and yeah, my bad. pretty bad. Yeah. I think this is. I'm better. Better now. That's great. That's great. It's nice to still laugh at books. I'm reading 1,000 fun facts and useless information. One of the I don't like bugs, right? If there's a cockroach running down my desk right now, like, yeah, it would not be great. I'd probably kill it, but uh, I will not have. I probably will not sleep tonight because I would have to find a source. Um, so actually, maybe it's a different thing. I'm not. I don't think I'm entirely afraid of bugs because I there's no black widow in my neighborhood, or a tarantula, for example. Well, they're not specifically insects. Um, but yeah, this is funny. Okay, so I don't know why I said I hate bugs. It says to kill a spider, a woman in Kansas burned down her house. I just thought it was funny. Um, no, it's not funny for her, bless her, but I'm trying to imagine where the spider must have been. Did you guys also know that what was it, 1 out of 5, I think? Yeah, a fifth of all people use their smartphone during sex. I didn't know that. I wonder what they look at. I'm not. Well, people have very different what do you call it? Interpretations of sexual intercourse. You know, so for some people it could be it could be a very very private thing. For other people, it could be very open, public. So I'm just wondering what is running on their heads when they are looking at their phone when they're having sex. Where was I? Okay, here we go. It says if you enter "beam me up, Scotty" as a search term on YouTube, all videos are beamed to the screen. Now, this book is from 2017. I know this because one of the facts was NASA said it will put crops on the moon 6 years after this book, and that was 2023. NASA hasn't done shit. Actually, I don't know why I said that. Maybe they did. I just don't remember hearing about it. I feel like it would have been a very, very big thing. But then again, I rarely use social media. When Hitler visited during World War II, activists cut the elevator cables of the Eiffel Tower so that he had to climb the stairs all the way to the top. Pierce Brosnan was contractually prohibited from wearing suits in other films during his time as James Bond. Interesting. They really wanted that image. They really wanted that image. That's understandable. They must have paid him a shit ton of money to do that, though. In Iceland, Greenland, first number in which the A occurs. Okay. The most frequently visited tourist attraction in Paris is not the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre, but Disneyland. A bite of the Brazilian wandering spider can cause men an erection that lasts for hours. That is painful. A bite of the Brazilian wandering spider can cause men an erection that lasts for hours. Did you also know men have an average of 11 erections throughout the day, 9 of them during their sleep. The inventor of the Game Boy was initially a janitor at Nintendo. Wow. I wonder what the word inventor means here. The idea, or did he design it? What does it mean? In Turkey, there is a city called Batman. Laughing 100 times burns the same calories as a 15-minute workout on the bike. I don't want to read this one. In 2010, a pizza was sold for 10,000 bitcoins. At today's exchange rate, this would be $4 million. $4 million. How much is a bitcoin worth right now? A few months ago, I think 4 months ago or 3, a bitcoin was 100,000. So that if it was 4 million, how much is that? 4 million. Does that mean it's 4,000? Wait a minute, what? No way. Dude, no way. Are you serious? A Bitcoin was only 400 in 2017? There's no fuck. Well, this book was written. Okay, maybe 2016, depending on when this thing was written. There's no fucking way. So in not even 10 years, it went from somewhere like 400 to 100,000. Wow. Damn. How much would that be? Wow. So if it was 10,000 bitcoins, let's say, well, it wrote it. I think it's like 88 right now or 87. Let's say 100,000. Holy crap! I have 4 zeros. $100 million. Or I could have done 400 times 25. What is it? 400 times 24, 400 times 1250. No, it's 25 since it's 100 million. Yeah, it's 25. Wait, no. It's 250. Oh my god, I can't do simple math. You gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute. 100, wait, 10,000. So it's 100k. It's 5 zeros. So you add 5 zeros to it. Oh, it's 5 zeros, not 4. It's 5 zeros. So it's 100k. You're telling me it's $1 billion? What? $1 billion? Holy crap! There's no way, dude. The active Morgan Freeman has already nominated for more prizes than he has made films. On average, there are 88.8 weapons for 100 U.S. citizens. There is a programming language called RLC, which consists only of codes by. I'll translate that. In Finland, every traffic ticket is based on your personal income. The highest fine ever paid for speeding was 100,000 euros. What if you're not employed? The shoe size of the Statue of Liberty is size 879. The world record for wearing the most underpants at the same time is at 302 pounds. O.J. Simpson was freed, among other things, because it was proved that the investigator was biased. Vikings, Vikings took cats on sea trips in order to avoid a rat problem. Nowadays it is assumed that this prevailed the worldwide spread of cats. Each year, about 100 million bikes are produced worldwide. Each year, about 100 new, about 1 million new employees are hired by McDonald's in the U.S. The human eye reacts so well to light that it could see the flame of candle in absolute darkness. The human eye reacts so well to light that it could see the flame of candle in absolute darkness from about 30 miles away. Really? Koala bears, monkeys, and humans are the only animals with an individual fingerprint. In the 18th century, the Brighton Mary Tofts became famous for giving birth to rabbits. Years later, she was sentenced to death when it became clear that she just put dead rabbits in her vagina, which she pushed out later on. What the fuck? During the 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother, Ted dated 29 women who were not the mother. Alright, that I can only do 2 today. Just can't. I just ranted half of this time. Embarrassed. Just yeah. Anyways, bye guys.